It is time for me to put my Bluescape fast set 10-foot wide pool up for this season. We're going to drain the water out. We're going to clean the filter, the pump. We're going to clean the pool. We're going to get everything nice. We're going to store it properly. My son is doing fall ball and the girls are doing cheer. So we're really busy right now with the fall coming up. So we're just going to go ahead and shut it down and store it. First thing I'm going to do before I drain the water out is I am going to use these plugs for inside the pool to remove the pump. I don't want any water damage to the pump, so I need to get that out of there before we drain. One of my biggest mistakes at the beginning of this season was not putting anything under the pool before I set up the pool. What I should have done was put a tarp under the pool and then place the pool so we wouldn't have to worry about all this grass. Problem is my husband gets really worried about weed eating and cutting around the pool because he doesn't want to slice the side of the pool. So I have a lot of growth here, which makes it really hard to keep this area clean, and I really don't like it. So next year I will definitely put something down before I set the pool up on top of it. As you can see, I have really neglected the pool since cheer and fall ball have started. We have not been in the pool for weeks. I haven't even been putting my chemicals in there. Unfortunately, I really let it go. We're just too busy. So now is the time for me to put everything up. So I know the water, we don't want to swim in this type of water, you guys. When it's green, you need to go ahead and clean it and sterilize it. But since I'm draining it, I'm not even going to worry about that right now. I do not recommend getting in green water. I do not recommend getting in it, doing anything with it when it's green. If it's green, you need to sterilize it, put some chalk in there, put some chlorine, and clean it because of the algae. But since I'm going to take it down, I'm going to go ahead and put my hand in there to put my plug in. We're going to clean everything. So once we get everything drained, I will post a video of me cleaning and packing it up, showing you how you should store it for the winter. This is where these tubes come in handy. I do not want to get all the water out in case it floods the pump. We don't want to damage the pump. So we're going to go ahead and put these in. It's really gross. I guess right after I do it, I'll go wash my hands. But like I said, I do not recommend playing in algae water. So we're going to take the inside filters off. We are going to replace them with these. That way when I unhook the pump, the water does not flood all the way out because I'm not ready to drain it like that. So like I said, this part is really overgrown because my husband has been really hesitant about weed eating and cutting the grass over here. He's worried about cutting the pool. So it's like a jungle. I'm going to detach the pump. You might not be able to see it too well, but later on we're going to clean the pump completely in the tubing and everything. So you want to store it clean. You want to store it dry. Can see, since my pool, isn't as clean as it should be, you can see there's some algae in the tubing. So before we store this, we will clean everything. We're going to clean the tubing. We're going to clean the pump and all that. So we will go over that later on once we drain the pool. So the pump is off. There is a plug on the bottom of the pool, a drain plug that you can pull, and it can drain all the water out over time. However, do you see this is my air conditioning unit right here? My air conditioning unit is on top of some cinder blocks, but that still makes me nervous to have a lot of water flow in this area. So I'm actually going to try to empty the water on the other side, but there is a drain plug. That is the recommended way to drain the water. With the algae being in it, I'm not too excited about the water touching me, but I don't want to drain all this water, 10,000 gallons of water, to my air conditioning unit. So I'm actually just going to go ahead and unplug the upper ring, just so that can be kind of deflating while we're doing all this other stuff. So my yard actually slants this way to the air conditioned unit. So I think I've gotten all the water I can on that side, but I really need to drain some on this side where it's slanted. So I'm gonna try to do this side. And then I may, when there's a little bit left, I may pull the plug. But I just really don't want it to flood my air conditioned unit. So we're gonna try to do this side. If you walk and see, it's like very disgusting underneath there. It is very disgusting under there. So that's something else I'm gonna have to deal with. Closely at the bottom as I pull the pool this way. Watch what happens. You see right there? I don't know if you can see it. Right there, which I'll zoom in on it, there's water pulling out. So that means I actually have a hole in the pool as well. So once I get this drained and get it cleaned, I will have to patch that hole. So we will do that as well. I can